Hello my dudes and dudettes, my name is Dude Meeps and today we're going to be unboxing a bunch of Funko Pop Grails, some super rare pieces I've been looking forever for, and I get to unbox some gifts you guys sent in to me. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
This is going to be very entertaining.
By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Kraken's Collection. If you guys really need a place for new Funko Pop pre-orders or even new Pop exclusives and amazing deals, go ahead and check them out. What's really great about them is that they have a mint guarantee policy and you can get free shipping over $65 or more. Plus, you can even use my code DUDEMEEPS to get 10% off. So if you want to check them out, their link is in the description. Okay, so I can't tell you how excited I am finally to be doing this video. I've had some of these sitting in my room just waiting to be unboxed forever now. I had to push off a lot of these unboxings because the news comes in and we have to hear about the news, but we have to do this unboxing because these are some really rare pieces that have took me a long time to find, and we finally get to show them off. So if you guys know me, you know that I like to collect overseas exclusive Funko Pops, and I'm not talking about the special edition with those horrendous stickers. I'm sorry for anyone who does like those stickers. I just think they're bland and boring. However, I do like to collect Funko Pops that are exclusive to specific countries, a lot like the China Pop Life ones or the Japan Hot Toys exclusive ones. I think those are really cool to collect, and some other ones from different countries too. So it's a journey for me to find some of these because obviously I'm in America, I'm in the United States, so it's not easy to find some of these so easily. I don't know why I said that twice, but it's very hard to find these in the US and even harder to find people who have them in their possession. However, I was able to find another one of the Japan exclusive Jiraiya on Toad. Some of you guys have probably already seen this one because I do have one already. It's right there actually in my display case. But this actually got restocked on the Puppeteers website, and they're a somewhat of a smaller retailer that does services for autograph signings and other Funko Pops there, here and there. But for some reason, they're able to get in stock of these Japan exclusive Funko Pops from time to time. And out of the blue, they just randomly restocked it one day, and I was able to get one. I think they retailed for around $90, but when you see on eBay, these things are selling for around $200 to $300 depending on what you're looking at. But I absolutely love this Japan sticker. If you guys take a look at it, I know some people aren't crazy about these, stickers. They're not really a sticker freak like myself, but that is pretty neat to have on there because it's actually a Hot Topic exclusive Funko Pop. But over in Japan, for whatever reason, they may not have a Hot Topic store there to have exclusives. So this is actually, if you see on the bottom, it has a distributor stamp right here with their sticker, and I believe it's the Hot Toys distribution for Funko Pops over in Japan. That's the official distributor for their Funko Pops. So they have their own exclusive for this, and I think that's really cool. So I was really happy to pick this one up. So up next, we do have another anime Funko Pop Grail that probably was the most difficult to find. Maybe, you know what, I kind of lie, but some of these have been equally difficult to find in terms of anyone selling them, and it's been almost a couple years I've seen some of these actually go up on eBay. I remember I passed up on one. However, this one right here is the Pop Life China exclusive Naruto 6-pack. I know some of you are asking what makes this so rare and why do you want a Funko Pop with the big fat glow-in-the-dark sticker on there and nothing else? Well, like I mentioned before, I love these overseas exclusives, and one thing to point out on these that would make them so unique is that this has this big fat glow-in-the-dark sticker right there, and obviously you don't see a Hot Topic exclusive sticker, which it is exclusive in the US. However, this is a Chinese exclusive, and on the bottom you can see the exclusive distributor is Pop Life right there with this holographic sticker. I think that's really neat. I kind of wish they had it on the front. I think it would be a lot cooler. I've only seen one Naruto Pop have it on the front of the window. But another thing to point out is this sticker on the back. If you see right here, this is Perio Studios right here, which is pretty much the main animation studio for Naruto's franchise. And I think it's pronounced Perio. I've heard some people say Periot. I said Periot and someone said that's wrong. It's Perio. So correct me in the comments if that's wrong and tell me the correct pronunciation for that word. I don't know, a lot of these foreign words are so difficult for me. However, I think it's really cool though that they have that sticker for this actual Naruto Funko Pop. So this is Perio China, and they just have it slapped right on there. And then another holographic one with the logo of Perio on there. I think these little details in these overseas exclusive Funko Pops are so cool. And out of all places, I found it on Mercari for around $300 because you cannot find these Funko Pops that easily at all. I've waited years to see something like this pop up on eBay or Mercari or in Facebook groups, and it's been so difficult to find, and I'm an absolute fiend fiend for these overseas exclusive Funko Pops. And now we have a custom-made Funko Pop that was sent in by one of you guys, Kaiden's Customs on Instagram. He reached out to me not too long ago and said, hey, I really like your channel, and I was wondering if you'd like to kind of review one of my customs I do in his free time as a hobby. And if you guys check out his page, he has some pretty cool glow-in-the-dark customs on there, including Kabuto and All Might and Shigaraki and Madara as well. So he wanted to send me one that I have no idea what's inside, but let's go ahead and take a look. And by the way, guys, you don't have to send me in anything. I'm grateful you just watch at least even 15 seconds of these videos, but it's extremely humbling you guys would even think about doing that, but you don't have to, mind you. Just, you can keep your Funko Pops for yourself, but if you want me to review something, I'm more than happy to do so if you want to. So let's see what, wow, fantastic packaging, even on a custom Funko Pop. We have to make sure the artwork is preserved in the best condition possible. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my UV light, so I'm trying to get the best glow-in-the-dark picture as possible once I come back to this spot in the video. But wow, this is a weird-looking contraption. Okay, I got it open. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, so look at this. This is the GameStop Madara. And oh my gosh, I have a really good feeling that this is gonna glow, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. Hold on, before we see it, let's take a look at the best part. He left a note in here, and I'll read it. I won't show it on screen, but I'll read it out loud if it's okay for that. So I do love this little Akatsuki cloud. You know me so well because I wear it as best as I can, but let's see. Very cool. He says, hey dude meeps, I really appreciate you doing this and offering your insight. By the way, be as honest as possible. Any criticism won't leave me with a sour taste. Madara is very fun to customize and one of my favorites. Hope you like it. L. Well, L, I really appreciate you not only putting out the effort to write me a note, because I think that's even more special, including this, but this is insanely cool. Trust me, I'll probably have nothing bad to say about a free Funko Pop for that matter, but a custom made, you putting your time and effort into this, and not only having one of my favorite characters as well, and my favorite TV show, or anime, yeah, TV show of all time, but a glow-in-the-dark variant as well. So unfortunately, I do not have the black light with me to use to make this thing glow really nicely, and using a white light really doesn't do that well on this camera either. So we're still gonna show this off, and thankfully there is a picture of this glow-in-the-dark variant on Kaiden Customs Instagram, and it looks absolutely stunning. So once I get a new black light, we can actually see a good glow of it. But this one, wow. The detail on this is insane. Look at the job on it. It's kind of had this metallic look to it. And that is absolutely stunning, because you know the craziest thing is we only have one metallic Funko Pop in the Naruto Shippuden line, and that is the metallic Gaara, I believe. That's the Hot Topic exclusive. But this one looks really good in that kind of metallic, I think it's like pearlescent paint job that it kind of has going on here. But it looks really good. So shout out to Kaiden Customs for this. I mean, oh my goodness. I can't get over how great of a job this is. I truly mean that. I know you said you wanted me to, you know, give you good criticism or whatever feedback possible, but you really did an amazing job. I love custom Funko Pops, and you know what the craziest thing is? This is my very first custom Funko Pop, and I am so honored to have this one in my collection now, because it's just an amazing job. Such one of the most notorious anime characters. Ooh, come on, let it focus. Hold on, there we go. Okay, but this is one of the most notorious anime characters known in the entire world, and you just did an amazing job, and plus the glow on it, like I saw, looks spectacular. So you definitely went right down my alley with my favorite anime of all time and an amazing glow-in-the-dark variant. Now these next ones right here, these were extremely hard to find. Some took me almost a year and a half to find one of them, and the other one almost just came up out of the blue. I didn't even think I was going to see it for a long time, but I got lucky. Right here, not only do I have some overseas exclusive Funko Pops, but they're also Comic-Con exclusives as well. It is the Madara and All For One Middle East and Film Comic-Con 2020 exclusives. These are some of my most unique Funko Pop girls I've ever had to look for, and what's a really cool thing about this Madara Funko Pop, it was actually not only the GameStop exclusive like we all know it was, but it originally was supposed to be a Comic-Con exclusive in the US until they decided to change it for whatever reason, and I believe it should have been with the 2019 NYCC, and we do know of the Kaguya Funko Pop for Naruto Shippuden that was exclusive there, but they decided to change it to GameStop all of a sudden, which can happen a lot of the time where we do see a leak of it happening for convention, and then it changes to a GameStop or whatever exclusive out there. But they kept it for this convention in the Middle East, which was still really cool. I remember I looked through their Facebook or their Instagram page, the MECFF, and I saw a booth of the Funko Shop booth at the actual convention, and they had a picture of just all they just stacked up in the booth, which was really cool because at first I was a little skeptical because I really didn't see any proof of it anywhere else to show that was for this convention, but it seems weird why someone would just fake this sticker and call it a convention exclusive. Point of the matter is, it took me a while to find it. I found it on a Facebook post. That's where I found the interest of it about a year and a half ago, and I just kept looking and looking on eBay and Mercari. I could not find it. I finally put an in search of post on Facebook and all these Funko Facebook groups, and someone reached out to me from the Philippines, and we came up on a deal, and they sent it over, and I was just so excited to get this because it has been a pop I have been waiting so long to find. And of course, we do have the All For One. This was actually an original Fugitive Toys exclusive in the US, but of course they made this a convention exclusive for the Middle East Film and Comic-Con in 2020. And I think this is really cool because I didn't even know this one existed not too long ago, actually. So it took me several months to actually find this, and it really just popped up out of nowhere. And kind of the same thing, I found out about this on a post on Facebook a little while ago, not too long ago, more recently at least, and I was like, man, I didn't even know they had one for All For One too. Another really awesome character from a really amazing anime from My Hero Academia. So I wanted to hunt this one down too, but I really struggled to find any proof or just any existence of this on sold listings or anything on Facebook besides that one post, and then magically it just popped up on Mercari, and not only was the seller selling this one, but they had the Madara Funko Pop as well. They were pairing the two together for the same price I paid for just for the Madara on the other one, and so I just asked them, say, hey, could I just buy the All For One? And they said, yeah, and they cut the price in half, and now I have not only the All For One, but the Madara as well. These two are just extremely unique pieces, some of the most unique ones in my entire collection, and I was just extremely excited not only to get both of them, but just have them in great condition too, because that's a big plus for me, but these are extremely cool. Okay, now we have another gift from one of you guys. This is from Kelly on Instagram. I don't know if you want me to say your Instagram handle or not, just for privacy reasons, but this is from Kelly, and it was actually a Funko Pop that I missed out on a restock from Hot Topic, and it recently got vaulted too, so that narrows it down. But she was so kind enough to send me one, even though I missed it, and she was just like, I don't want anything in return, you just, you know, she just sent it, and I was like, man, you're so wonderful, thank you so much. So if you guys can tell, it's in a pretty big box, so it's not gonna be, it's one Funko Pop, mind you, so it's not gonna be some, you know, clutter of a bunch of different Funko Pops in here. It is one Funko Pop, so if you can kind of guess on what pop it could be, drop a comment right now down below and try to guess what pop it could be in this gigantic box. Oh my gosh, she packaged it perfectly, double boxed it. I didn't even know they made sorter boxes for Funko Pops this big. Okay, so we have our 6-inch Funko Pop in its sorter box. I didn't even know they made sorter boxes for 6-inch pops. Oh my goodness gracious, this is so amazing to have finally in the collection. Right here is the Mount Lady Funko Pop from My Hero Academia, 6-inch Hot Topic exclusive. Thank you so much, Kelly, for doing this. You don't have to do stuff like this, guys. I'm so thankful you guys are just so supportive and even bothered to send me anything for that matter. But this is awesome because I did miss out on that recent restock, and now this Funko Pop is vaulted, so it makes it a little bit more sought after and valuable. But the point of the matter is I'm just so excited to have this, and Kelly, thank you so much for going out of your way to do this, the kindness of your heart. But this is super exciting to finally get in my collection. I'm trying to complete some of the My Hero Academia Funko Pops in its line. It's such a big line. It's turning into Dragon Ball Z all of a sudden, but this is definitely one I wanted to get, a really cool 6-inch, pretty much one that makes a lot of sense, and I'm surprised they didn't start out with a 10-inch Funko Pop of this Mount Lady, because essentially her quirk or her ability is to grow to a ginormous size of a woman, and the 6-inch Funko Pop makes a lot of sense. Alrighty, and we have a couple more Grails left, and this one is for a non-anime line. I know you guys who are anime fans, or maybe you are, just are like, alright, enough with the anime. We have to see something different. So we're going to end on a more animation note, a cartoon more specifically. And I do have one thing that's still in the packaging that I had to wait. Thankfully, I didn't have to open it too soon, but right here, technically this is a Funko Pop, technically it's not. It's a different form of a Funko Pop, and no, it's not a Dorbs, it's not a mystery mini, this is an actual pop. But right here was something that was kind of difficult to find at first, and then I start seeing them everywhere. Thankfully, I didn't overpay, because isn't it crazy how times like we're looking for a really hard to find pop, and at one time it pops up, but it's really expensive, but you have to buy it because you'll probably never have another chance. And then the very next day, 5 more pop up for sale for a heck of a lot cheaper. I feel like that's always a story with me trying to find some real expensive grails. But this one actually wasn't that expensive, but it is kind of hard to find, especially in good condition too. And it's such a weird type of Funko Pop. This right here is the Pocket Pop edition of the Adventure Times, kind of in the card display packaging. It's so cool. I think this is one of the coolest things Funko has done in terms of getting it in its display like this, and not like, if you guys remember, I did a video unboxing the metal tin that they did for these 3 exact Pocket Pops that are in here. And a Pocket Pop is essentially just kind of the keychain version, or a very tiny version of all these Funko Pops, which is really neat. And I believe the timestamp on this, yes, is from 2015, which you guys will probably barely see right there. That's actually stamped onto the box, or the card of this 3-pack. But it's insanely cool because we don't really see things like these in stores anymore. They usually have them in some type of different packaging, or we don't really see a lot of Pocket Pops sold in a packaging like this, or actually in their own individual packagings now. But I think this is super unique. It is a kind of a personal grail of mine. It's just not super expensive, but it is kind of hard to find, especially, like I said, in good condition. I've seen some other ones where the cardboard is really, you know, creased up and it's bent and everything like that, and it's maybe a little bit torn. But I think this is a really unique thing for Funko, what they did. I kind of wish they brought it back, but then again, this is an old Grail type thing that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is vaulted as well. And what's weird, because they do have that tin, that metal tin of these, but now they have this as well that came out, you know, a good while ago, but it's still really cool. And along with that Adventure Time Grail, I do have one that is definitely more Grail worthy, especially because of the value it has and the rarity of this one. This is the Adventure Times Finn with Sword Funko Pop, a 2012 Funko Pop that was made, as you can see right there, the timestamp. And this is just a common variant. It's not a special exclusive or Comic-Con exclusive. And what's really crazy about this is it's really old. I mean, it's 2012. It's almost a decade old. However, it's really hard to find in good condition. I mean, that's kind of expected with these older pops. But I was looking on eBay because not too long ago, I had this on my wish list, and pretty much for the cheaper pops, I hold off on buying for a while, and all of a sudden I think he went from around $40 to $50 all the way up to $150 out of nowhere. And I checked eBay to see if someone was manipulating pricing, their prices and everything like that, to see if they were trying to just sell to themselves and jump the price up, but it really didn't go like that. And I think this pop just became extremely hard to find, not only because of how old it is, but also in good condition. Hello? Making a video? So around now, it goes for anywhere between $125 to maybe $150. I think I got it for around $140 maybe. I got a little bit under for what it was at the time, thankfully. But this pop is the Finn with Sword. As you can see, there is a common variant of him. Actually, it shows on the back. And we do see him where he isn't holding anything for that matter. It pretty much just looks like the Finn right here in the Funko Pop Pocket Pop form, but just as a standard form of a Funko Pop. However, this is the one with him as a sword, with his sword variant, and it's not an exclusive. It's just a very old pop, definitely, and it is hard to find in good condition. So I think it just got to that point where it was becoming pretty scarce to find, and of course the price is going to go up on it. And like I mentioned probably in my recent video, when we did see the newest Adventure Time Funko Pops get revealed, every single Funko Pop in the entire line before this newest wave, they're all vaulted. I'm sure you guys have heard that 1,000 times from me, but I just think that's really crazy that a really popular cartoon and once was a very popular line, every single pop is vaulted. But I think it's just a crazy grail that I was really thankful to get and find it, because every single one that I've seen on eBay that I've tried to look at and maybe try to get, that just damage on it was too much for me to want to go and spend money on it. So thankfully I found one in pretty good condition. I definitely want to order plenty more hard stacks for these Funko Pops. I think I just put in an order with $7 a pop and their pop shields, and I think I ordered like a 24 pack because I have a lot of grails that I do want to actually put in good hard protectors and not just these soft protectors, which they're not bad, but you know, when it comes to a grail, you want to display them really nicely. Alrighty, my dudes and dudettes, I hope you enjoyed this massive grail unboxing with a lot of these cool special gifts gifts that I got too from you guys as well, and all these really cool Funko Pops that you don't get to see that often, and that's why I love collecting these and love finding these. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that thumbs up button. It helps out a lot, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you always get reminded when I'm dropping new videos every Tuesday and Friday. And as I always say, my dudes and dudettes, enjoy what you collect and let other people enjoy what they collect, and remember, always have fun with it. See ya!